Hey everyone, it's Alfred.
Submarine.
Welcome to episode 108. In this episode, we'll be interviewing Kitty Yeung. She's the creative technologist at the Garage Microsoft, as well as we'll be talking about some announcements that we have at the very end. With that, I guess, I'll introduce Kitty Yeung. So Kitty Yeung is a physicist, artist, maker, fashion designer, and musician based in Silicon Valley, California. She currently works as the creative technologist and manager at the Garage Microsoft. And in Kitty's earlier career, she's been focused on hardcore scientific research and academic training while pursuing artistic endeavors through painting, music, and graphic novel creations. After finishing her PhD in applied physics from Harvard, and conducting research at Intel, Kitty found the perfect way to integrate art and design with science, technology via fashion design. Tech fashion design. Her work focuses on applying cutting-edge technologies to both garments and manufacturing processes. So here's Kitty.
Awesome. So,
Hi.
hi Kitty. How are you doing?
Good, very good.
Good. Awesome. So, Alfred just gave like an amazing introduction of you, it seems. But do you want to tell us like a little bit more about yourself? Like super impressive background you have.
Yeah, so I work at the garage in Microsoft as a manager, and I do creative work. I have some technical focuses such as tech fashion and wearables and quantum computing. At the same time, managing the garage and its activities is hacking and making workshops and community engagement with our business groups and basically bringing great ideas and support our employees whenever who has great ideas, they can come and build their prototypes in the garage, and we help them go all the way into the market.
So the garage, you'd say, is kind of like an internal employee incubator, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit like that, but with a lot of real making and hands-on. Building prototypes and writing software, doing all kinds of hackathon. So we have a slogan called doers and not talkers. So whenever we have an idea, we actually come and work on those.
Nice,
Awesome.
yeah. Yeah, no, that's great. That's I mean, for people who like to make and everything, like having a space like that is wonderful. Especially when you're working long hours, just being able to go right there, I imagine, makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, and people can pursue their passion projects as well as something that relates to their day job. So whichever, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So what are some of the, I don't know, more interesting things that you've seen come out of it, or like have become products, for example?
Oh yeah, there are a lot of products that's already in the market.
Wow.
So if you go to the Garage website for Microsoft, it's got about 100 products that's already out there.
Wow.
A lot of them are apps and software based, but we're getting more interest in hardware as well.
Right.
So we want to do more on that end too. So yeah, you just go to the website, and we have a lot of really great high potential and impactful projects, like helping people with disability, with learning problems, all kinds of great technology that can help people with needs. So that's usually what our employees feel very important and passionate about. So they would spend time coming up with solutions to solve those problems, and we help them release those products so that it can be used by everyone.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. So on that, something that so we met you at Arm TechCon back in October, where you were wearing these amazing dresses that had lights and everything, and you have one next to you that you're working on. So could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, this is my latest make. So it's using my painting as the fabrics,
Wow.
and I cutted the pieces based on the painting of these flowers, and then stitched them together. Inside, I put a couple of places with electronics. So for example, here I have a heart rate monitor. I can attach these electrodes on my body, and then it would blink according to my heart rate.
Oh
So
wow.
it's not attached to my body, so I can only demonstrate by clicking on the reset button.
Yeah.
And then there's one place that is steady, so I just let it glow. So I'm using these big LED bulbs and the electrical tapes from Crazy Circuit is the new type of things that I had not used before. So I kind of try to experiment with these components. So yeah, I will be wearing this for some special events.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it will be very interesting to see people's reaction
Yeah.
when you blink with my heart rate.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Super cool.
If you go up the stairs a little too fast, it'll start blinking quickly.
Yeah, you need to see how much variation my heart rate would create.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really funny. Like every time I go up a flight of stairs, my heart rate is so high, like it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of also want to demonstrate that you don't have to only have this functionality in fitness clothing. Like things like pretty like this, you can even embed electronics and you can make them functional.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. And so you built that entirely from at the garage?
Yeah, actually this one was so I painted this graphics on the computer, and then I used some online service to print it onto the fabric. And then yeah, from cutting to sewing to embedding electronics is all done in the garage.
Wow.
So before the stream, you were showing us like the different areas in the garage and all the tools you have. Would you mind showing it to the people in the stream?
Yeah, I can flip my camera and then show you the space settings. Where camera? Yeah, now it's through my computer's front camera. Can you see it clearly?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, so actually last week we did a Make Life workshop, so we made nice murals. Some of my colleagues helped out with that.
That's
So,
nice.
yeah, and we have 3D printers, some tools, cutting tools, a lot of toys, sewing machines,
Nice.
and I have a couple of designs that I made over here. I need to point my camera in the right way. Yeah, so I have some pieces if you want to see demoing.
Yeah.
This one is the solar panel dress. You can charge your phone as you walk outside.
What?
Oh, wow.
That is so
And
cool.
it's also stabilized using 3D printing.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's amazing.
I can show you the other room is advanced makerspace. So we have some more heavy duty tools. This is like a CNC mill, Formlabs printer,
Nice.
and laser cutter over here. So we can do some more dangerous
Yeah.
experiments. But yeah, it is all through safety training.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Are those laser cut pieces?
Yeah, so this one actually is a little tool we use in our quantum computing study group. So it's a light bulb with zeros and this one is a test. It doesn't have a zero.
Oh.
So it should have 0 on this side and 1 on this side. So quantum computers use superposition state. So it could be at 0 and 1 at the same time. So that's what we try to represent.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah, that's very cool. A cool way of demonstrating it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was a good way to visualize, a very simple way to.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Awesome. You have a bunch of sewing machines there too.
Even an iron.
Yeah.
I was just still working on this dress just now.
Yeah.
A lot of details. I'm putting all these flowers on it.
Oh wow.
So they can pop up in front of those LEDs.
That's
Nice.
nice. Yeah. It's a full-on makerspace. Like, I guess, what do you not have? Like, I guess you have everything at your fingertips that you need to kind of make your ideas.
Maybe no quantum computer?
Yeah.
Well, not in the makerspace yet. But through the cloud, yes.
Nice.
Hot glue gun.
Yeah, it's, I should unplug it.
Probably, yeah. Safety first.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very cool.
And this dress is also one of my latest designs. So it uses the fabric from volcanic rocks, which you can find near the volcanic areas like Iceland and Hawaii. But you can actually find similar materials on Mars.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so you can actually melt the rocks and pull them into fabrics and weave the fabrics into, put them into threads and weave the threads into fabrics.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So I was experimenting on the different applications of these fabrics. And I also put a dust sensor because I wanted to use this piece to demonstrate how we should be more aware of global warming and air pollution. So I used the Adafruit circuit playground to detect temperature and air quality. And then the LED and the buzzer frequency can warn us about the temperature and air.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's a really cool idea. So the material you said that came out of like volcanic rock, is that like conductive in any way? Like, do you know its properties?
It's actually insulating.
Oh, okay.
In terms of heat as well, because it's really heat resistant. So currently it's being broadly used in like industrial applications, like wrapping those pipes where it needs very harsh protection. I mean, protection against harsh environments. But I got these from my friend who works on these material. He has a company called Made of Mars, and they explore application of these materials in all kinds of daily items. So he gave me this material as a design challenge and asked me to make something more fashionable.
Wow, very nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Making fabric out of volcanic rock, I would have never thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these projects are all open source.
Wow.
So I post them on like Hackster or Hackaday or Instructables, so then people can learn how to make themselves.
Nice. Great. So I guess you go on Hackster a lot and you're seeing everything that's happening at the garage. Is there any cool projects that you're excited for now in 2019?
Oh, there are a lot of things. I guess the ones that we haven't announced is not allowed to be talked about.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. But for myself, yeah, I do have a lot of ideas for new designs. So, yeah, after this one, I think I have quite a few new things like those reflective fabrics that's very bright in the evening that reflects any light.
Yeah.
Wow.
So those things can. So I've seen people using it to make scarves. Like when you do paparazzi, it actually because this thing is so reflective, the human's skin would not be as reflective. So everything that the camera picks up is that
the
scarf.
clothing and not
will be blocked. So
that's
that kind of effect is really cool. I kind of want to build something out of that material, and because when you create, you're using that as a fabric and create something in 3D. But then with the reflectiveness, it actually looks 2D. So that could make some interesting effects.
Yeah.
The other thing I want to try is e-ink. I haven't done any design with e-ink panels yet. And I'm hoping to see if there's any big panels of e-ink I can get my hands on.
So for our viewers who don't know, what is e-ink?
Oh, e-ink are basically what Amazon's Kindle uses.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, super cool.
It's basically, it looks like paper, black and white, and it uses very little electricity. It's actually just magnetic particles that is being manipulated. If you apply electric field, some of them will show, some of them will be removed. If you play with when you're a kid, you remember those
the Etch-a-Sketch.
I got you.
Yeah, you can
the
use
red
a
one.
magnet to draw. E-ink is a little bit like that. I don't. Yeah, I think I really just simplify the thing. It's more complicated. It's a little bit like liquid crystal in my mind.
Okay.
But I may be wrong. But it's kind of similar principle.
Cool. Very
That's
cool.
very cool.
Yeah.
So you're intending on like making some sort of dress or something with that? With the panels?
I would see what form factor I can get them. I know Osh Park has small panels, so perhaps if those are that small, then I can make some decorative accessories. Or if I can get big ones, then I can make more wearable pieces.
Right.
Yeah, I'll see. I haven't explored very much. I think a lot of technology are there, but we really need them to be democratized and make them available for makers and designers.
That's exactly why we make our boards, right? Because you put 15 sensors in a board that goes on a Pi that normally the sensors by themselves would be like $300. Make it 100 and there you go. It makes it so much easier for everyone to use.
Actually, there's another thing I'm really excited about, but I haven't got time to work on. I've been thinking about this for a while. Joe Grant, he's sent me some laser and light detector. So he's been using this detector to detect any message that you can embed into light.
Oh, really?
So you can embed secret messages into blinking light. Your eye cannot detect any thing in the light, but this detector can pick up very high frequency, and you can basically program the light to send a message. Wow. So I'm thinking maybe I can make some wearable accessory that one is to send message, the other is to receive.
Okay.
That's something in my backlog.
Cool.
That's a very cool idea.
Yeah, I had heard of something like that a couple years back where they were they basically retrofitted an entire room, like all the lights in the ceiling, to be sending messages like that at 60 hertz or whatever. Yeah, Li-Fi. Yeah, there you go.
Dubai is actually using Wi-Fi now.
What is?
Dubai.
Really?
They have Wi-Fi. I don't know how big their scale is, but I've heard a couple of years ago from researchers in optics that some places are implementing it.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know when we're gonna have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and how do you think they're transmitting it back? Because they would need a lot of receivers, I guess, to be transmitting it back, right?
I don't know. I'm not sure what kind of network they're creating, but I imagine that it's like your computer is receiving Wi-Fi, so you're using light as transmitter, so sending out signal.
Yeah.
And then you have detector on your own devices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know if how we gonna send signal back to light. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
and
speaking of like messages with light, if you ever want to do anything with voice, we could send you a Matrix voice, and you could embed something like that in your dress and see if like you can have it detect sound or something like that.
Oh okay, I'll think about that. I remember when we met in TechCon, I brought my doll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My mini doll has a head this big. I really wanted to embed your chip into her head.
Yeah, like honestly, if you
a little bit smaller.
Yeah. I mean,
or the doll a little bit bigger.
If the doll was just a little bit bigger,
I could customize that.
A Matrix voice could make its head turn in any direction.
Yeah.
Using a servo.
For right now I have a servo in her head,
Nice.
so I can control her head with Wi-Fi. With your computer or the phone to rotate her head. But yeah, I really want to make it into more like a human sensor with vision, with hearing, and can speak. And
that'd be pretty cool.
I guess you can't do smell yet.
I don't know. Are there sensors that do smell?
I'm not sure. I was thinking about this the other day, actually. I have no idea.
They're chemical sensors.
There are chemical sensors.
Yeah, I think the harder part is to store smell.
Yeah, and have a wide range of smells stored, right?
Yeah, and it relies on molecules being absorbed. So I don't know how we can. There are attempts. I've seen people like created like a bottle or something that can memorize certain amount of smell. I don't know how many times you can use it because it evaporates.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
That's very interesting.
That's one of the hardest senses.
Yeah,
to imitate.
Wow, no, that's cool. And I don't know if you saw, but back in October when we were at TechCon, the day after TechCon, we went to Hackster's office and we built a Iron Man suit. With like a matrix creator as the arc reactor in the center, and you could tell it like Jarvis turn on the reactor and it would like turn on the lights and everything.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so maybe like some sort of other suit you guys could make as well.
Right, yeah, I try to put all kinds of new technologies into my wearables. So any new cutting edge technology to me can be made into something we can wear. I always explore that way. I do have another project that is using the MX chip IoT dev kit. So it's a Microsoft chip. It's like microbit, but it has more sensors on it. And it has Wi-Fi module you can connect to the cloud. So you can call the Azure functions like translators, and you can build a bot out of it. So I program it into a translator, so you can speak to it, and it will speak it to it in a foreign language, and it can translate into English.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so I will be making that into a wearable accessory too.
Nice. Oh, that's super cool.
Some other things I've done, like I can show you this. Probably some people have already seen this constellation dress that uses machine learning to basically pattern matching.
Pattern matching with a
constellation dress.
I'm curious now.
Yeah.
This dress, it has again my painting from my graphic novel.
Wow.
It's got a scientist and her robot looking into the telescope. In the sky area, I created some LED shaping to constellations.
Nice.
So if I wave my hand in the right way, the correct constellation will show.
Oh wow!
Interesting.
The chip is in my hand, and it can memorize your gesture. You can train it, and then you can then call the right constellation.
Oh, that's so cool.
Dang, that's so much engineering in that dress.
Yeah, this was one of my earlier. I think this was actually my first Hackster.io project.
Oh wow!
And when I posted it, I wasn't really sure because I was like a newbie on the Maker platform. I was worried that how people are gonna react to this, if anyone's gonna see this, and it turned out to be very well received. And
yeah, no, it's a very
cool idea.
Cool. Yeah.
Wow.
And that you can train it to like do different hand motions for different constellations, right? That's just
exactly. That's what I'm doing. There are 4 constellations: Orion, Big Dipper, Cassiopeia, Cygnus, and Orion.
Wow.
So use their initials as my hand gesture.
Nice. Wow. That's super impressive.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Man, you're so creative. I feel like you could use anything somebody gives you, any kind of hardware somebody gives you in a wearable, like you said. So, you know.
Yeah, well, that's kind of how I think. Like, I want to demonstrate certain technologies that will make sense with a piece of fashion design. So I will use the matching fabrics and the functionality that the chip has. So definitely I would think about how to use the voice system.
Yeah, and you know what? We can send you a Matrix creator and a Matrix voice, like later this week, like tomorrow. That way, you know, whatever you can think of, like you already have the devices there.
Thanks. Yeah, that's awesome. I will actually share that with people here in the garage.
Yeah, please.
And, yeah, if you guys ever come here, you should do a workshop here.
For sure. Yeah, the next time we're in Silicon Valley, we'll let you know.
All right, well,
awesome, great.
This was amazing. Like learning about all the cool ways you've come up with to use technology and like how you kind of drive path to product for Microsoft employees, which is a difficult thing. Like it's easy to say, but it's not easy to do. So very cool.
Definitely people need to find more time to work on interesting things, but we also need to kind of inspire them with all the new things that's outside the company.
And show them that, you know, it's not necessarily as hard as they may think from just first thinking of it.
We did a workshop for hexabits last week, and some people did their first soldering.
Oh wow!
That's
awesome.
Yeah, and then so we did soldering and programming, and some people brought their kids. So it's like the parents with their kids interacting, learning together. So that was really nice.
Awesome. Yeah, and you know, just making everything available helps people so much. Teaching people soldering, like we just came out with these kits. That way people can get it. It has a Pi, the creator or Matrix voice in it, and the SD card pre-flashed with all of our stuff on it. So you can get it, plug it in, and it already starts working for you.
Oh, nice.
So just
I will when I receive it, I'll put it beside our Cortana, Google Home, and Alexa.
Oh, perfect.
I will put them together.
Voices.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah. Great. Well, thank you for talking to us, Kitty. This has been amazing. What you're doing there is so cool. And yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you
so much for having me.
Yeah, great. Well, have a great night. Bye.
Yes.
Bye.
Great. And
bye.
Bye.
All right.
Awesome. That was so cool.
Let's
oh my
come back
god.
To the front.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was crazy.
That was
so
amazing.
Cool. Like,
the dresses that she
my
makes,
God.
the heart rate sensor, and all the lights everywhere.
Oh my God.
The machine learning dress with the different gestures.
My God.
That's
like, well, so when she was like constellation dress, I was like, oh, that's cool. But then she was like, oh yeah, I train like the constellations with my hands, and I was like, okay,
that's a different level there.
That's a different level.
Like one thing's having lights, but then training it with hand gestures.
Like, whoa.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's
absolutely amazing. And the maker space. Oh my God, it just made me want to like start doing things.
I know,
even
like
if I don't know.
We have our little maker space here with
Yeah.
the 3D printer and the tools here, but the laser cutter and the
God.
CNC.
mill.
Oh, that's what I want.
That was just beautiful, beautiful. Yeah,
Man.
one day.
Yeah, one day. Yeah, it's really cool what they're doing there at the garage.
Yeah.
Just bring helping the Microsoft employees there. Just have a place where they can go and make things and learn, and it's super cool.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So with that, I guess we will go to some announcements that we have. So the first one is letting you guys know, reiterating from what we've said in the past, is in January, I'll get the exact date, or if you can pop it up.
Yes.
We are going to be doing a workshop with Arm and Hackster, and it's going to be a whole day of workshops that Arm is doing on Hackster's platform, and it's called Arm DevDay. So we are the first workshop of the day. As you can see on the screen, it's January 22nd, starting at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And in it, we'll be doing a very cool workshop. Are we already saying what we're doing in the workshop?
Yeah. I'm just going down. So purchase the hardware. If you want to do the workshop. Wait. Did I miss it already? Hold on.
Yeah, I think it's
oh,
here.
it's here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here you can see workshops from us and from other companies who are part of ARM's Innovator Program, companies like OpenMV, Snips. And you can see here our Innovator Workshop starts at 9:15, and in it we'll be showing you how to use a Matrix Creator to do voice recognition on your Raspberry Pi and Creator.
So Snips.
Yeah, using Snips. So in it we'll be showing you how to set up Snips and everything. We already have an image on there that you can download, so it's already, most of it is set up. So during the workshop we can just get to showing you how to use Snips platform, how to use it with the Matrix Creator, and then all the really cool things you can do with it, like controlling a servo or getting sensor data or just anything. So join us on January 22nd for the workshop. And and you can go to ARM's website, well, the website for it, which is events.hackster.io/Arm DevDay.
We'll put the link in our YouTube description as well.
Yeah. Awesome. And then the second announcement, which if you could switch to the camera over here. So, drum roll. Is we released our Matrix kits.
Woo! We said we would release them the last live stream, and here they are.
Yes. So you can see here, Matrix Creator. This one is the Matrix Creator CV kit. We have 4 kits here. I'll get them all. So we have a Matrix Creator CV kit, a Matrix Creator kit, Matrix Voice CV kit, and Matrix Voice kit. So basically, in each kit is a power supply, a Raspberry Pi, an SD card pre-flashed with all of our libraries. So Raspbian Stretch Desktop, that's not our library, but our libraries Matrix HAL, Matrix Core, and all of our examples, plus a program that runs on boot to make the LEDs turn red.
So you know it's working.
Exactly. As well as either a Matrix Voice or a Matrix Creator, and in the case of the CV kit versions, they come with a Raspberry Pi camera. So here, I can open one up for you here. So here's the kit. It comes in this very nice carrying case. It's lockable. And then this is it.
Ta-da!
So power supply, Matrix Voice, and here I can take out the voice. Comes nice preformed case, and there it is.
SD card in there.
Yep.
All you have to do is plug and get going.
Yep. So these are already live on our website. You can either go to our main website, matrix.one. You can go to our new store, which is store.matrix.one. And specifically, if you go to our educators page, you can see all the kits and what you can do with them, because we're doing this big push. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, so we'll show you right now.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
But yeah, keep going.
So we're doing this big push for education specifically. So whether you are a middle school or high school or doing some summer camp, or you're in university, we want to show you how you can use Matrix devices to just, ignite your potential and show you that hardware really isn't that hard once you get used to it, or just start using our devices, which make it so much easier. All you have to do really is program them. So this is our new educators page on here. You can see some rain is on there.
Yes, that was the model.
And yeah, you can go find out how it can be used in different areas.
Alfred!
Yay! You can see how it's used in different areas, like mechanical engineering, systems, computer science, robotics, drones, so on. Here's Roboy. That's
Yeah. Wait, let me show you that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. Roboy, very cool.
Roboy. So that is a robot that a university in Germany built, and the robot, its purpose is to basically simulate as much of the human body as it can through motors, actuators, Matrix Creator as the center in the chest being the audio device, hearing, using its 8 microphones, and yeah. So you can go to our site, see the kits. And purchase them if you'd like. Just so you know, we're coming up to the end of the year, so if you'd like a kit to be shipped before the end of the year, it's good to order them by Friday, because after then it's going to be difficult for us to ship things, and it'll mostly end up getting to you next year. So
yes, we
remember,
do want to go on a little vacation.
Yeah, we can take a little break. But if you want your kit this year, please order by Friday. That we can get it out for you as soon as possible. And yeah, that's about it. Awesome. Anything else we can hear? Let's check the YouTube. Let's check the YouTube comments. See if there's anything on there. If you have any questions, feel free to put them on the YouTube live chat. Let me check the Facebook one too.
Yep. So. Super excited.
Yeah.
Get Matrix kits. Killing time for questions.
But yeah, okay. I don't think there is anything on the live chat.
This is our last live stream for this year.
Yeah, I know, bittersweet, but we'll see you guys next year. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great night. Have a happy New Year.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, happy holidays. Happy New Year. Bye.
Whoop. Okay.